Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today's taking part in our third and final IVAO Christmas event, this one being the Christmas Crossfire between Cancun in... It's Cancun, sorry? Cancun. I just searched that 2 seconds ago and I've now already forgotten it. Taking parts from Cancun, yes, in Mexico to Fort Lauderdale in Florida, USA. Flight on today about an hour and 25 minutes, so not the longest flight in the world, but hey ho, should be quite a bit of fun as we're taking flight in the Airbus A321. Yes, took a miracle. Actually, yeah, it is a bit of a miracle getting working. So essentially, I just downloaded the A321 from the MegaPack. Welcome Sarah, welcome Askili, welcome Sarah again, welcome Kai, welcome RV. Kai, Sarah, I'm fine. How are you? Welcome to chat. Yeah, so essentially, I just downloaded the A321 from the GitHub. Then I downloaded the compatibility pack for the A321X on FlightSmart 2 and have the FlyByWire dev version, and it all works without any problems. I mean, genuinely, I've not done anything special, I've not done anything fancy. It just works without any problems whatsoever. So, I don't know, call me lucky, call it a version that just works. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, there are issues with it, but it's certainly flyable, and it certainly does the job. So jump up here, set the aircraft, and prepare ourselves for our final IVAO Christmas event this year. So, first things first, batteries come on, some more power sets. Yeah, hopefully it goes to plan, Kai. Hopefully, touch wood, it's all going to go to plan. I will admit, I'm expecting the sim to crash because I don't know how stable this aircraft is, so I'll make sure that's the Volanta autosave is enabled, because again, I just don't know how much I can trust this thing. But, yes, if all goes to plan, we should be able to fly it without too many problems. We'll get the tablet started up, we'll get the RS aligned, initialization, departing from Mike Uniform November to Kilo Foxtrot Lima. Turn back. Our alternative today is Miami, Kilo Mike Charlie Oscar. Sorry, is it Miami? No, that's yeah, Miami. Mike Charlie Oscar. RS initialization, align on reference, and hopefully confirm. Hang on, is this the working version? I'm sure it's the working version. If not, I've got some more problem on my hands. Boy, here we go. First of our problems, I think we've hit. Definitely line set. Oh no, sorry, I'm just being an idiot. I meant to set the ADAs, IRS, line of reference, and confirm. Sorry, my fault. I'm just not pressing the right buttons. That's it for the panel. Make sure that the no smoking sign is active. Logo lights on. Strobes automatic. Yeah, make sure I've done the process correctly. There was another version. So when I was testing out the deliveries earlier, I was having issues with the RS where that everything was functional, but no matter what I did, I just couldn't get the RS to align properly. So no, if that's worked, that's worked. I can't fault that. So you're right, it's Orlando, Florida, because MCO pilots recognise it as Mickey Mouse. That's where Disney World is. So MCO is Orlando. I'm going crazy. To be fair, this is one of my later streams. Not quite as late as like the 1 AM start we did for the flight to Palm Springs the other day, but hey ho. Right, cost next day is 5, cruising altitude flight level 350. Choose tablets, which that's all been loaded from SimReef. Is this not set up for company yet? No, okay. So I don't actually know which version of FlyByWire this has included, but obviously it's going to be a bit picky today. Okay. Like I say, I'm taking a lot of things today with a pinch of salt. I don't know how it's going to work. It could go horribly wrong. It could work absolutely fine. I honestly do not know. I think the lights have reset themselves, have they? No, that's fine, cool, right. We carry on. So down to the FMS, we'll start programming the flight plan today. Not too many waypoints. My mouse is horrible today, come on. I'm having problems all day with the system, I must admit. Since updating the NVIDIA drivers, it's just been problem after problem. Newdale. From Newdale, we fly to... We fly on the Uniform Victor 106 to France. Uniform Golf 765 to Maxim. And that's our flight plan complete. So, not too many waypoints today, nice and simple flights out. We will be speaking to Cancun ground very shortly, 121.0. They'll sort out our clearance. From there, contact the tower, 118.1, and then approach or delivery or centre on sorry, it'll be director, Cancun or director approach on 124.700, so speak to those later on. I use IVAO for my flights, Marco. I use IVAO for all my flights in Flight Sim. It's my go-to general networks, never fly without it. So the integrated lighting for the sake of getting the lighting set up for departure. It'll be night time when we fly today. We'll get the passengers boarded, that's always important. So, Cancun to Fort Lauderdale, B61796, 35,000 cruise, 1 hour 15 on the clock, departure in approximately 22 minutes. A321 with a passenger count of 220. Can't go fast, let me quickly recalculate that. 196. Is there Wi-Fi on JetBlue? I actually don't know, to be honest with you. Let me double check. Google, so JetBlue, I don't think I've got any safety briefings to JetBlue, don't I? That I forgot to do, oh well. Alright, JetBlue Wi-Fi, the answer is yes, JetBlue has Wi-Fi on every plane as they advertise, so there will be Wi-Fi. A321 interior, set for the seatback entertainment, the answer is yes, they genuinely do have seatback entertainment on all their flights. If I can get this thing to look bigger, there you go, seatback entertainment, JetBlue, good to go. There is no boarding music for JetBlue because I've got to do it, nor is there a safety brief for JetBlue because you guessed it, I've got to do it, so I just have to do it without, that's fine. There is snacks, there's no meal service, and with actually yes there is. Again, American flights are usually quite stocked out. Let's get boarding. Right. We are online, Riley, yes. We are flying on IVAO. We are currently on ATC. So we get the tablet, sort out the fuel load. I don't know how well the fuel load is on the A321 from the tablet. This may go wrong. Let's have a look. So flight plan shows that we require an fuel load of 8187, so we'll load 8500. That's loaded, okay. I think I can trust that. Yeah, okay, I can trust that, that's fine. Back down to FMS, MCD menu, Atsu AOC. We'll do a weather request, send, and we'll do a weight and balance. So request it from SimBrief. And nope, that's fuel, that's the old version, just need this one. Request and payload load. Cool. Aircraft fueled up, we'll load up the fuel pump, seatbelt sign comes on, and APU can start. Good evening, gentlemen, on board this JetBlue flights 1796 from Cancun to Fort Lauderdale. Flight time today, 1 hour and 50 minutes. We've got a nice warm departure for you today at 20 degrees centigrade. I don't know my Fahrenheit. Again, warm and Fort Lauderdale today. Well, thank you for choosing JetBlue. We know you have plenty of options to get you on this journey. So thank you for choosing us. I wish you a happy journey today on board our flight. Any questions, feel free to be our cabin crew. I can never quite get the way the US pilots do their conversation. In Europe it's pretty standard, you just say where you are, say where you're going, temperature, bish bash bosh, you're done. I can never quite get it in the US how they do it. So the US pilots are fantastic for their passenger service. Flight directors on and on. I was going to which has that's to send and receive, predictive wind shear active. Let's do our weather check and let's get ourselves ready to go. So ATIS voice. Let's get our ATIS.
Wind 040 at 4 knots. Altimeter 30.08. Temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Visibility 7 miles. Scattered clouds at 1,500 feet. Wind 040 at 4 knots. Altimeter 30.
Cool, and that for us is Information Echo today. Information Echo. Grab the Navigraph 2, make sure that's all ready for our flight today. New flight from SimBrief. So, departure runway that's active is departure runway 12 left and right. On our flight plan, we've got runway 12 right set, so we runway 12 departure, that's fine. We'll get AT to clarify which runways are departure, and that will be on the Lauderdale 1 Alpha departure. Lauderdale 1 Alpha. Transition altitude, gosh, 18,500. That's the highest transition I've seen in any flight sim thing, in any sim real life so far. So 18,500 transition altitude. We'll set our flex temps and VRs very shortly. We will contact ground and sort out our clearance delivery. So 121.0. Make sure no one's chatting, which they're not.
Southwest 521 Riot. Taxi to hold point Charlie 9 via Echo 2, Charlie right, before runway 12 right, altimeter in Cancun 30.17.
Okay, runway 12 right via Echo 2, Charlie 9, and hold short of runway 12 right, Southwest 521.
Rovaniemi, Charlie, because Santa and Christmas Village are based in Rovaniemi, everyone flies to Rovaniemi. It's kind of the Christmas tradition, both of Outbound Vats into, as well events take place. Right, so let me just kind of check our stands number. Might have to turn off the mouse thing I've got right now because it's absolute pain. I know, I updated the latest drivers on NVIDIA. It's just been very messy for me as of late. Very messy, I don't quite know why. Right, we are at stand...
Ground Southwest 357, request taxi.
Bravo, Terminal 3.
357 Riot. You're clear to taxi runway 12 right, holding point Charlie 9.
Stands
via
28.
Charlie.
Sorry, stand 33.
Same
Stand
company.
33.
And in this moment, well, it's turning to taxiway Charlie. Altimeter 30.07.
Altimeter 3007, we have company traffic inside. Taxi via Charlie, holding point Charlie 9, Southwest 367.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers.
Yes, this is the MegaPack A321. How good to work? Nothing special. I just downloaded the MegaPack from GitHub, downloaded the compatibility pack from Flight 2, and downloaded the latest version, dev version of FlyByWire, and it works no problem. Nothing special, no change code, nothing. It just works. So I think I've been quite fortunate with it so far. Alright, so we'll get ourselves in the next.
Contact with Cancun Tower 118.100. Good day.
Merry Christmas to you, Charlie. Yes, it'll be 24th where you are. A lot of places, especially in the Nordics, do take on 24th. So, Merry Christmas, dudes. Do enjoy it.
Ground there, Malta 9145, ready to taxi runway 12 right.
Come on, so it's busy with the chats.
Malta 9145 right at. You're clear to taxi runway 12 right, holding point Charlie 9, via correction, Bravo 9 Charlie, altimeter 3007.
Taxi holding point Charlie 9 via Bravo 9.
Welcome, Judy. How are you doing? Watch on the chat. How are you today? You too, Adgeek. Merry Christmas.
Malta 9145.
Malta, correct. There is
Malta,
information.
okay.
It's a Boeing 737-8. In this moment, in front of you.
Malta 9145, Roger, traffic inside and already passed our taxiway, so we'll proceed behind.
Good evening, Cancun grounds. JetBlue 1796 down to 33 Inversion Echo, requesting clearance delivery to Fort Lauderdale.
JetBlue 1796, right at, we are ready to copy.
JetBlue 1796, ready to copy.
JetBlue 1796, you are clear to fly to Kilo Fox Lima Lima Airbus. Departure 1 to right, noodle 1 Alpha, initial climb 5,000 feet, and your squad is 7025. 7025.
JetBlue 1796 is clears destination Fort Lauderdale via the Noodle 1 Alpha departure, runway 12 right, initial climb 5,000 feet, squawking 7025.
JetBlue 1796, rebat correct, call ready for pushback and start up.
Right, cool, so that's us ready to go. So departure runway 12 right,
051, ready to taxi.
Noodle 1 Alpha.
High fly 8051, right at, clear
Insert
to
that.
taxi.
That's flight plan. There's no discontinuity. That's all continued quite nicely. That's looking good.
Altimeter 30.
Been given our clearance to push back and start as well from the ground. So as soon as we're ready to go, we'll just be so JetBlue 1792 clear to push to start. They'll give us to do that. Otherwise, yeah, we are good to go. I'll grab the taxi charts on the map as well, so we can make sure I test the right place. On to your right's pretty much straight in front of us, so we'll be on Charlie, holding Charlie 9.
505.
Go back to the FMS, go to performance, and let's plug in our performance for Lauderdale. Not for Lauderdale, sorry, Cancun still. So type A321, runway length, let's grab the runway length.
Ready to copy, Roger, Speedboat 4.
Speedboat 4, you're clear to fly to Kilo Fox Lima Lima Airport. Departure runway
3,500.
1 Alpha, initial climb 240.
Elevation, that's 1,000 feet. Wind component, headwind of
standby squawk
0 knots.
7032.
Wind's calm.
7032.
Outside temperature right now is reporting at 14 degrees centigrade, with 14, so it could rain on us quite easily. Altimeter, it's going to get converted, so it'll be 3008 inches to hectopascals. In fact, I can do it quite easy. I'll just do that. 3008 equivalent to 1019.
Contact with Cancun Tower 118.10.
Perfect. Takeoff weight is going to be that's 1, anti-ice was off, and rotation is dry. So flex 49, D1151, rotate 153, D2155. No, Riley, if you're a channel member you can request it. If you're not a channel member, I'm afraid you have to take it into the airport's request list. Right, so flex 49, 151, 153, and 155. Transition set, that's 1, and that's our takeoff performance, good to go.
Charlie, altimeter 3007.
So at this point, straight over to the APU. We're now on aircraft power, and we are ready for push and start.
High flight 8051, contact Cancun Tower in correction 118.10. Good day.
118.1, Skyflyer 8051, thank you and good afternoon.
Good day.
JetBlue 1796 at 733, ready for push and start. There will likely delay us for traffic, but won't be too long.
JetBlue 1796, right at, you're ready for pushback and startup. Correction, maintain position, hold position.
Maintain position, JetBlue 1796.
JetBlue 1874, ready to taxi.
So essentially, we're in a hold position, we've made an AT aware that we're ready to go, but because of the backlog of traffic behind us,
JetBlue 1874, are you available to taxi via
we don't really have much of an option yet to get going, so I'll have to put just a couple more moments until we get ourselves our clearance.
Negative. JetBlue 1874, clear to taxi
Flex 10 Bastion, flex 10 today is 49 today.
In front of you there is a traffic, follow the traffic.
You never the web isn't nice, so MCD menu, Atsu, AC, received, view and print. Now I don't know if the print actually works in this. It is one of the few issues I actually noted with the A321 in that the text wouldn't actually produce. Yes, that's broken, so I'm afraid the printer has run out of ink. And that so far is the only issue I've noted with the A321 in
JetBlue
this.
796, pushback and startup approved. Traffic information, there is a same company. Will pass behind of you. Once again, he is passed. You are clear for pushback and startup.
JetBlue 1796 cleared for push and start, and we are aware of traffic behind us, company traffic, who will pass beforehand. So we're going to wait for the JetBlue to... Whoops, go down. Wait for the JetBlue to pass by first. Which they're moving now. So I'm also going to get the target into position and get the ground doors cleared up as well. So beacon lights come on. The A321NX, so I've already explained the A321NX. We're going to have to double check the... Well, you have to go back to the stream to explain, go through processes about that. But again, you just download everything, stick it to the community folder, all works. Livery, Flight Not 2 of liveries, so you can download them anyway. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
How do you decrease the scroll speed on small scroll mouse changes? Well, if you look behind the dials here, for example with altitude, you can either go up in 1000s, or behind it, change, go up in 100s instead. Check behind the dial, there are places you can change it.
Clear and good, there is no interference.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Ground from flight deck.
Good evening, Captain. Yes, everything is ready down here, so please release the parking brakes.
Brakes released.
And off we go.
Right, let's do it, shall we?
You are cleared to start the engines
Cancun
now.
superficie Volaris 783, solicitamos
Engine 2
autorización,
starts.
vuelo instrumental a Kilo Foxtrot Lima, Lima, listos a copiar.
Volaris 783, ¿es correcto?
Yeah, at some point I'll like to do a tutorial on the F21, how to get it to work again. And nothing special in particular, it just works. But I'll do a tutorial on it if people are interested. Turn facing west.
Por instrumentos hacia Kilo Fox Lima Lima. La
Not too
salida
far there
nodal
yet.
1 alfa, pista 12 derecha.
Turn facing west.
240 y código
I will
transponder
turn by 90 degrees
6271.
and bring you on a western course.
Also, absolutely adore the sounds of this aircraft.
Kilo
Sounds
Foxtrot Lima,
fantastic.
Lima, salida instrumental nodal 1 alfa, pista 12 derecha, inicial nivel de vuelo 240 y respondemos 6271 al Volaris 783.
Volaris 783, colección correcta, notifique listo para puesta en marcha y retroceso.
Llamamos cuando listos para la arranque de marcha Volaris 783.
Stop pushback. Stop pushback. Right, toggle disconnects. Park brake sets. Engine 2 stable. Engine 1 starts. Do our pre-takeoff control checks, make sure everything's running smooth. Elevators are active. Ailerons are active. Roger, active. Spoilers up. Spoilers down. Cool, pre-control checks are complete. Flaps down to 1.
Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have...
The red thing between the windows, Riley, that's just the viewpoint thing that pilots use to make sure their line of sight is aligned correctly. Just the viewpoints. as Bastian has explained to you a couple of times. Right, engine 1 should very shortly be stable. I need to see something a bit quiet for a moment, so time for us to get moving. Right, engine 1 2 stable. APU off. Ignition off. JetBlue 1796 ready to taxi. Daisy on DFK for 5 minutes. Not a problem. Hold position for a little bit longer. JetBlue 1796 ready to taxi. I mean, this is IVAO, Justin, not that sim. Otherwise, all you can really go do is get into the flow of conversation and get going from there, really. It just takes practice. Okay, so Tower's gone AFK momentarily. We'll give them a couple of minutes. Worst case scenario, for taxi, just keeping other traffic in tow of what we're doing. FlyByWire A321, just download the compatibility mod. Okay, right, issue the voice looks like on their ends. Let me just reconnect to IVAO. So Charlie 9, hold 1, 2, right. Hang on, I'm going to get the compatibility mod for you guys to link. A321. Yeah, nothing fancy. I just used this mod with it. Right, parking brake released. Taxi lights set. Let's get going to the runway. When will next do a Rovaniemi flight, Syrinx? Probably next Christmas, to be honest with you. Now, I'll try and do a Rovaniemi flight before next Christmas, but we'll definitely, yeah, Christmas is most likely when we'll do it. I'll try and throw in a few regional flights in there as well. Alright, I've reshuffled the voice server. Hopefully that'll work a bit more smooth now. Let's say 321 looking pretty good so far. Working a lot better than it used to, that's for sure. This is the departing leg, so yeah, still taxiing to the runway at this point. Apart from all the vehicles on the taxiway who have decided to hold position just in front of us. Thank you, van. Thank you, fuel truck. Thank you, approaching follow me car. Any problems yet? Apart from the printer, Benny, so far looking so good. Apart from the printer, so far so good. Yes, I know this is a freeware A321, and yes, Beastie, it does have custom A321 sounds, which do sound fantastic. When we get to the runway, I'll go silent for takeoff, and you guys can enjoy the engine roar of departure. That's an A340 departing. My guest, Totus.
JetBlue 1796, Cancun ground.
JetBlue 1796, go ahead. There we go, back to normal.
It's a continued taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 1796. Grab the printer, it ran out of ink. No text, just blank white piece of paper. Yeah, so far, if that's the only issue with this aircraft so far, then I'd call it a win, to be honest. Absolutely call it a win. But I have got autosave active, because I am genuinely expecting something to go wrong today. I don't know how well this airplane will hold up. If it does entire flights, then it makes my life so much happier. Although cabin check, let me check the cabin. Def config test, just going to fail it for the cabin. And flaps. That should be down to 1. And when we get to the hold short, I'll double check my takeoff config. It should be down to flaps 1. Flaps not in takeoff config. Why not causing that? They are down to the 1 position. Ooh, no, they're not. Yes, they are. Flaps down to 1. Yes, so Volanta has autosave feature. And so if you go to Volanta, you just go to that, click on autosave, and every 10 minutes it just saves your flights. One of the very fun features of Volanta, which honestly, I used it for that. I absolutely adore this platform. So hold position, we will...
JetBlue 1796, contact Cancun Tower 118.1. Bye-bye.
Contact Cancun Tower on 118.1 for JetBlue 1796. Thank you very much, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Right, good evening Cancun Tower, JetBlue 1796, holding Charlie 9 behind traffic. Right, so you confirm my flaps config. So flaps 1 set, let's have to go flaps 2, will you fail me on that? Check takeoff data. So mainly, just want to figure out for the takeoff config. Takeoff will be normal. Okay, so allow flaps 2 for takeoff. We'll do it with that, I guess. Link ignorance and download. Yes, I certainly can do. I'll get that link up as well. Hang on. Ah, okay, right. Let me reconnect to different server. JetBlue 1796 radio check. If you go flaps, then back up 1, it'll be 1 plus F. That's fine, when you take on flaps 2, that's not any problems for us. Right, so let me grab your download link on the A321. It'll be slightly behind schedule departure, no biggie. Right, so it's going to be GitHub A321. So, this here is download for the A321. This here is download for the MegaPack A321 compatibility pack. And then the FlyByWire is just your standard FlyByWire version. What do you call it? FlyByWire dev version. Nothing fancy about that. Move it forward. Some traffic shuffling now. JetBlue 1796 Cancun Tower. Forming radio check. Which part of the client spec are you talking about? Altitude, or are you talking about the old IVAP clients? Because IVAP is a bit naff, but altitude, I quite like it. So you got no major issues with it.
When airborne 124.7. Goodbye.
Switch stream, should put extra flap, should be 1 plus F. I mean, for me, hang on, 1 plus F, that appear here? Nope, format error on that. Problem is with flaps 1, I can set the flaps to 1, but the takeoff config would have failed. Oh no, there you go, it's actually done it this time. But trying it out earlier, takeoff config failed. Well, it's worked, so hey ho. Actually not quite as intuitive VPilot as that sim. Oh no, VPilot's fantastic, I don't deny that for a minute. VPilot is fantastic. But that sim is a story for another day on this channel. Just double check. What do you say? Traffic in front of us is now light up the runway. So JetBlue, whoops. Yes, JetBlue 1874 after traffic running. Line up and wait, runway 12 right. Of course, in the middle of an event, the voice servers are resetting, updating. Yeah, just have to take off, HGC. Just have to take off. Oh no, there's nothing I don't like about that in BSD. It's just that issues came into play, and ultimately I can't stream that. Well, I can't even use that sim anymore. Long story. I don't know the issue, I'm afraid, but that's, again, sorry for another day. JetBlue's having major issues. Mini tornado. It's all going wrong tonight, it's all going wrong, but hey. That's the joys of flight tonight. I mean, I normally have no problems with IVAO, Justin. Normally, on my end, things go pretty smoothly. Just today, even right now, the stream earlier on worked absolutely fine. For some reason, let me just redo this entirely. You go away, you go away. Something has gone oh so horribly wrong. I don't control myself, Speckow. It's something I want to do, but it's not something I've yet gone and done. There we go. Right, that's worked. So I've reset the IVAO client, and there you go. Aircraft now running more smooth. So whatever the problem was, this is on my end. Right, so holding runway 12 chart. See the departure in front. That's clear. Traffic on runway. They're waiting for the waiting for the clearance from ATC. Number 2 for takeoff. Yeah, I can increase the volume for you, no problem, Lugs. If you want to hear the engine roar of the A321, I'll increase the volume for the takeoff. Alright, so while we're waiting, just to confirm, so 151 V1, rotate 153, flex temp 49, transition 18 500, throttle reduce 15 20. Cool. No, it's not a body yet, Ethan. Sorry, Khalid, Ethan, someone else. Yeah, nobody yet, Khalid, still waiting. Well, likely never going to be added, given that project's now long abandoned, but again, story for another day. Flying today, flying to Fort Lauderdale at HGC, flying to Fort Lauderdale in Florida. Cancun Tower, JetBlue 1796 radio check. I heard someone's voice getting through. Yeah, it's like...
Cancun Tower, Kilo Yankee 007.
Okay, so it is working again, the voice. There's no wing view, I'm afraid, riding this airplane. No wing view. Doesn't come with the A321.
radio check. Cancun Tower, Kilo Yankee 007, radio check.
Flight time say 1 hour 25 minutes. Real Rob, 1 hour and 25 minutes. Right, cool. JetBlue 1796, afternoon. Roger, cool. So AC is now aware that we are holding, and that we are number 1 to go. JetBlue 1976. So. Line up, runway 12, JetBlue 1796. Flight brake released. Cabin crew, seats for departure please. Seats for departure. Cruise throttle, set the transponder to on. What do runway tunnel lights do? Essentially it's just more lights for as you enter and exit runways, so they are the lights kind of on the extremities. Don't really get a model on the A321. Visibility again, not super clear in this aircraft, but they do exist. Right, so we're on the runway, transponders active, cabin secure, pre-takeoff checks complete, just waiting for the takeoff clearance from ATC now. So increase the volume now. I'll let the sim take over the audio.
Cancun, Torre, Kilo Yankee 007.
Right. We have our takeoff clearance, and after departure contacts approach 124.7. Right, takeoff. Now that's Manflex 48, SRS runway. So thrust blue, thrust sets. Knots.
Cancun Torre, Bari 783.
E1, rotates. Positive rates, gear up. Tune to control. Hope they got a bit more luck with the ATC side of things. Autopilot's active. Good evening. Cancun departure. JetBlue 1796, passing 2,000 feet on the 1 hour departure. So we'll reduce to climb. I think voiceover is absolutely shot tonight.
Station calling, please say again.
JetBlue 1796, is on the New Dal 1 Alpha departure, passing 2,500 feet to 5,000.
JetBlue 17906, good afternoon, you can approach. Do you hear us?
AFAM 505, we can hear you.
Perfect. So JetBlue 17905, good afternoon, radar contact, pressing 3000, continue climb to level 240 by Dal 1 up.
Continue climb to flight level 240, JetBlue 1796.
JetBlue 1874, good afternoon, road contact 5000, time to level 240, Alpha direct, SEPGA, direct of terminal.
Climb to flight level 240 direct, SEPGA, JetBlue 1874.
Passing through 5,500, 2 knots set, looking good, seatbelts is fine, the lights active, there's well for 10,000 feet. You can jump back to the flight plan page. Sound pack JZ comes with the aircrafts. So the FlyByWire, the MegaPack A321 had its own sound packs, and actually it was pretty good. Some of the best audios that Sim actually had for its release. So it was a shame it all kind of went south with the cancellation of the project, but for the most part it's honestly fantastic. If you go back to my flight from, I can't remember the parts from, when I went into Gatwick, had that go around, that's where you really got to enjoy the engine roar, where we're coming to approach, tops go around, so that was full toga, and continue to climb. It sounds fantastic. The A321 has always had superb sound in this platform, and honestly, if it works without any hassle today, again, it'll be very good to have in flight sim without too many problems. And yes, nighttime flights, we did hit the very end of the sunset when we were on the ground, but we're now on the night flights grind. 10,000 feet, landing lights off. And give it a couple of minutes. The seatbelt sign will come off pretty quickly as well. I don't use the FT Sim sound packs, Justin, but I have had very good things from it, so likely I'll use it at some point soon. Very likely. Negative of the Airbus, that leg lights turn off automatically above 10,000, and so there's not really much in the way of lighting externally. Plus we're flying over water most of these flights, so yes, do enjoy the lighting while it's still there. There is Wi-Fi on board HTC, there is Wi-Fi on board this aircraft.
Mr. 951, you're clear for the ILS DME for the approach, runway 1 to the left. Approach 1 to left.
And that's for ATC. Got good coverage up in Murdia, which is north of, well, south of Mexico, kind of this region here. Also have Miami Central line right now. And traffic both directions, starting to get busier with ATC and aircraft flying both ways. In terms of the outbound traffic, we're looking at 15 outbound at the moment, and we are still early days in the event. It continues until about 3 in the morning. But there we are, just departed out, and slowly making our way now over the Caribbean Sea. So North Caribbean Sea taking us towards Florida. Yes, Noodle, I do use PACX. Fantastic add-on, one I cannot recommend highly enough. Okay, so that's actually a little bit low given that we did have a slightly late departure today. But hey, what can we say? Stuck on the ground a little bit longer than I hoped, I won't lie, but I'm not too fussed by that. Seatbelt sign off, let's carry on. FlyByWire integrated elastics, this is just the latest dev version integrated. At least that's what I've got installed, latest dev version compatibility pack, and it just seems to work. Trust me, I don't know. Oh, you can't understand how it works. Well, it's not too difficult, Noodles. I've done a tutorial on how to use PACX, but it's not particularly difficult. Passengers board, and then the cabin crew do the entire work until the aircraft lands, basically. You can, of course, set up seatbelts, and you can set up a few basic communities for the services, but for the most part, cabin crew take care of most of your work. This is whatever version's on the GitHub, Nolan, so this will be version There's not really any version number, it's just whatever's on
¿Alguna
GitHub.
aproximación Volaris 703 me copia?
This one. So I'll drop again. I'll drop a link in chat. This is what I'm using, along with this compatibility pack, and it just works. There's no real trick to it. It just works. So I'll try and do a tutorial at some point. But yeah, like I say, it's very 50-50 if it works or not. Expect a miracle for it to work. Right, 18,500, standout temperature sets. So this is by far the highest altitude transition I think I've ever seen for a region. While we're climbing out, let's have a look at our passenger list.
JetBlue 1796, contact Mary the Center, 126.7.
Contact centre on 126.7 for JetBlue 1796. Thank you very much, take care, good night, Merry Christmas. Alright, so we're contacting Merida Centre. Good evening, Merida Centre, JetBlue 1796, crossing through flight level 200, inbound Sevka.
JetBlue 1796, good evening, sir. Just confirm what clock you set off.
Ooh, shoot, I never reset that. I'm sure I did.
Hello, Center, JetBlue 18.
I'm sure I said that.
Passing through flight level 2.
Hang on, let me get back to the stream. See what I've inputs.
JetBlue 1796, please set off 6501.
Squawk 6501 for JetBlue 1796. I'm sure I said that.
JetBlue 1874, radar contact. Welcome report, continue climb flight level 350.
6501. They've reset it for me, thank you very much.
Flight level 350, JetBlue 18.
I don't know, absolute mare tonight. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Charlie, sorry. Merry Christmas to you. You bought X-Men 11 not too long ago. Absolute 11's Iver 73. Hitting those Jet 2 and the Ryanair Ops. Go for you. Yes, hang on. James, thank you for the sponsor. Thank you very much. Welcome to Economy Class. Superstar. Welcome on board. Turn right for your seats. Sit back, relax, enjoy your flights. Yeah, DC-6 for Flight Sim. I think it's fantastic, Charlie. Very good aircrafts. One I don't stream too often, but one I do enjoy flying a lot in my own time. Yes, and as you're right, Zybo Mod 10.7, absolutely superb for Explain, and hopefully should get down compatibility for Explain 12 when that releases. What's the altitude rule? Also, flying east to west needs to be an even altitude. West to east is odd altitude, I believe. I've actually resetting it, doesn't end 7AX2, does your head in? Okay, right, that's an IVAO thing. I'll probably put that down to the altitude clients, given that it's still very much in beta. I'll definitely put in the bug reports to IVAO later about it. I've seen a few reviews on Facebook about the Thrustmaster yoke, and I've seen of course the YouTube videos, and yeah, so far the reviews seem pretty positive for it. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. Hopefully I'll get my hands on it. But yes, the Thrustmaster Boeing kit, very excited for it. You got PMDG Century, X-Plane 12, had a lot more. Let's see what like what the future holds. Yeah, you're right. I mean, this is kind of it. This will inevitably be the next gold age of flight sim. I mean, it used to be back when we had FS98, you had X-Plane like 4 and 5, you had what else did you have? You had what's that Sega one? Flight Unlimited. Flight Unlimited was fantastic back in its day. You had Pilot Wings on Nintendo, that was always a classic as well. So you always had those classic flight sims in the old golden age of flight sim, and these days we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane 11 with 12 coming out, P3D still keeping its head in. We had Flight Sim World that came and tried, but that was kind of in there. We're in another gold age there. Continue climb, flight level 350 for JetBlue 7296. We're using IVAO, just a duck, we're using IVAO at the moment. So yeah, we are using something else, not VATSIM, we're using IVAO for ATC. Flyby still flyable, Acemaker. It certainly is flyable right now. The question is how long is it flyable for, but for now it does seem alright, so touch woods. We'll be able to fly without too many problems, just so we kind of cross into midnight in the UK, plus midnight UTC.
American 420 on climb and living 9,000 for 240. American 420, giving
yeah, not much red light I'm afraid, outside is pitch black as ever. As for our progression, so we pushed back out of Cancun, took our departure.
I'm not sure, I think he got a disconnection, but he's making me a 4-5.
Soon we're flying alongside Cuba.
Mérida Centro de Volari 783 establecidos a nivel de vuelo 240.
Volari 783, buenas tardes, contacto radar, continúa ascenso 370, bienvenido.
Hi up, well, thanks mate, hope happy it works well. Does your friend also join flights community? Which friends, Marco? Which friends wants to join flights in community? I mean, anyone's welcome. No one stops from flying on these networks. Mouse is now really giving up for me today. Switching to comm on 12278 to JetBlue 796. Take care, Merry Christmas. I mean, I know what's causing the mouse problem, it's going to be this. That should solve my problems. Well, to solve the problems, it's just a bit of a hassle to work with for now. Hopefully only temporary, I'll work out the issue of my... So the issue I've got actually right now, maybe someone in chat will be able to recognise, but if I go to my NVIDIA control panel, for some reason, I'm missing my display tab. I've got 3D settings, I've got video, but display doesn't seem to appear. There's nothing up top which I haven't selected which makes it visible. Desktop context menu doesn't appear either. But for some reason, I just don't get my display panel. If anyone knows if I can get that back, that will make my life a whole lot easier. But until then, I'm kind of without it. Working on the A321 Roman, you can download it off of the GitHub. Sorry, wrong link. You can download it off of GitHub with the compatibility mod of FlightSmart 2, and that's alongside the dev version of FlyByWire. Download dev, download the aircraft, download the compatibility, and it should work without too many problems. Won't work for everyone, some have tried it and it failed, but for me, again, I'm not using anything special. I've just been, I tried the A330 from MegaPack, the 300, that's broken forever. I tried the 747, the 747 works, 747-400 works, but the cockpits is just in front of the aircraft and it's a bit awkward, so that's kind of not worth using. But no, this works without any problems. Marco, he wants to join. Got a seat blown curve ahead of him. Don't think above me endo. No one see the scenery. I wish I knew who you guys were talking about. Again, with any flights in the S, there is a long landing curve in there, but if you're willing to do it, then absolutely, no point holding yourself back. Join in, enjoy your streams, enjoy your flights, and get into it. I'm not saying it's easy, definitely not easy, but when you put the effort in, it's worth doing. Volanta, sorry, on Navigraph, so departed now to the east of Cancun. Pretty sure we'll be over Cuba. This point we're in Unicom until we get ourselves over to Miami Center, which isn't too far away from us. We'll have those come online to get some more traffic into the flights as well. For the arrival, I'm expecting runway 10 left to be in use, so I'll confirm that with Tower over here. Arrival runways 10 left, 10 right, so 10 definitely on the arrivals today, which is good. On the Beer 1 arrival, so go to Fort Lauderdale, Star B01 on arrival. I'll overlay that onto the map. You can see, based on the route that's already drawn, which is the green line here, very nicely just sits on top. So that'll be entering via Maxim, sits on top of the map quite nicely, and shows you your routes as an overlay. And approaching to the airport. Very nice there. There you go, conversation a little while. Okay, I'll scroll up in a minute, Charlie. Welcome Pilot Sim from Pilot to Sim. Gosh, been a while, man. I'm from Australia. How are you today? Keeping well? Hope you're doing alright, dude. Welcome Alex, how are you doing? Welcome channel on the chat, how are you keeping today? You work at Fort Lauderdale in Airport Ops. You actually work right now. Ah, okay, Carl. Well, if you don't mind squeezing a little bit earlier. Now, I'm afraid I couldn't get any scenery for Fort Lauderdale in Flight Sim, so the scenery will be quite basic on the arrival. Fort Lauderdale MSFS. I couldn't find any fancy scene. There's a payware option, which to be fair, $10 I could have bought. But for now, I'm just using the standard default sceneries. To be fair, I probably could have bought probably could have bought $10 scenery without any problems. Maybe next time. Well, so far so good. We look at the TCAS side of things. How's traffic looking from this end? You can see this aircraft in front of us. It's not much more than a few flashing lights, but there is an aircraft ahead of us there. This menu's not quite translated across fine, but there's an aircraft about 18 miles ahead of us. That'll be you. Behind us, about 35 miles behind us. They won't be visible, I don't think. To our lower right, we should start seeing some lights appearing from Cuba. I can just about see some splodges down there, but not really anything visible yet. It's just a very, very dark aeroplane tonight. You found a bunch of summer, then took a break and got back into this week. Ah, very nice, Marco. Well, good luck to you, dude. As Charlie says, there is a steep learning curve, especially when you start doing online flights. I mean, Charlie's a controller will know what it's like to get ATC right all on IVAO. But if you really put the effort into it, dude, then absolutely go for it. No one's stopping you. Thank you very much to Pilot Sim for $30 Australian. Gosh, cheers, dude. For your scenery. Right, well, let's pick it up. I'm hoping if I install it, will it appear in the sim? I don't know. I have an autosave. I could try doing it like that. Let me figure it out. Let me pick it up. Is it control markets? Hang on. MSFS Fort Lauderdale. Sim markets, less than VFR. Sim flights, sim add-ons. Put it on sim market then. Right, so let's see if I can do this and it works. Add to carts. Proceed to checkout. Credit cards. Business cards. By submitting your order, it's fine. Continue. Confirm order. Right, let's type this in. So card number is expiry dates 10/24, and the fancy number is that. Name on cards will be my name, and postcode is where I live. Right, that's processing. That is complete. Cool, right, let me download it now. I'm hoping I won't need to do a reload. Yeah, it'll be on the control launcher, won't it? So that's fine. This PC, program files, contrail. There's one thing, getting nervous, so I'm flying, feel free to ask. Currently if it's helping Android to get started. Yes, again, it's a good point there. If you need any help with getting started, just ask for help. Most people are more than happy to do so. Just ask for help, dude. I'll get there in no time. It's Denver. Where is Fort Lauderdale? Munich, Kodiak. Where is it? My product. Not installed, not there yet. Ah, hang on. How does this work? Right, order from Sim Markets. There you go, right, registration key. Right, let me upload the registration key to this. So it will be under accounts. Settings. I'm trying to figure out how do you add a code to your products list. Download, essentially just don't download the Contrail setup again. How do you add... So I've got a serial key. Let's just installing Contrail. Where do you add it? There you go, activates, Sim Markets, paste the key, activate, boom, there you go, Fort Lauderdale has been activated. Let's install it. And if I can figure out how the autosave works in Volanta, and that's installed, could I then kind of just reload the sim, continue on from there with it installed? That's what I'd like to know. This is the MegaPack A321 Gambit. It's the same old MegaPack A321, but with it just working again out of random sheer luck. What I can say. But yeah, thank you very much, Palit Sim. You're a superstar. Hopefully, touch wood, this will all work for your arrival today. Yes, it's now Christmas Eve in the UK. 10 minutes past midnight. Tomorrow, Christmas Day. Today, I'm off to work. I'm going to work at 1 o'clock. Now it's about 12. Yes, happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Happy Christmas Eve. Getting very, very close now to the big day. Cabrera, what brand is your mouse that's relaxing? This is Dell, nothing fancy. This is an old, in fact, let me show you on hand cam. This is an old Dell mouse from 2008. The model number, if you're desperate for it, it's a Dell HSB191307LU. Yeah, it's just an old Dell mouse from 2008. Lovely mouse, absolutely adore it. I was off on 23rd Fairlight. I'm working 24th, but I'm working from 1:30 till sometime late, so I have plenty of time to sleep without too many problems. I finished late, so I might as well go to sleep late anyway. It's the ASMR scroll wheel mouse. Yes, the ASMR mouse. What time is it in Australia? Because for you, it's probably coming up to the evening anyway, so you have to bed very shortly to wake up for Christmas Day yourself. I'll be behind that aircraft the entire time. So left lights are flashing behind. Some lights down appearing from Cuba, just down on the right hand side. Kind of shadow us the entire trip. About 40% away there in the installation of Fort Lauderdale. Let's have a look at Volanta. Volanta is showing... Right, we'll save enabled 5 minutes ago. So if I were to load... How does this work? Yeah, Volanta saves. It does it. 2223, 827. So it actually saves your flights. So what I may do... The question is, how much do I trust to reload the A321? Do I trust the A321 to reload? That's my big question. Do I trust it? I've got no choice really. If I want to get this thing to work, I'm going to have to do it anyway, but if it works, then genuinely I will be ecstatic. We won't be able to find out until we actually get there if it works or not. That's the other negative. Because we're mid-flight, we won't be able to find out until we get there. But if it works, I'll be ecstatic. Mod, download it off of GitHub. The MegaPack A321 is available on GitHub. There's a download link. And just use the compatibility mod on Flights Not 2. How about lands? Then check out scenery after the flight, also finish on the second round. Yeah, that's the alternative. So how about we land, then check out the scenery after the flight, so we'll check out A321 for that second round. I mean, I'll risk the reload, because I don't think it's going to cause too many problems for it to reload. Traffic-wise, plenty of space between myself and the aircraft and behind and in front. So, we'll do that. And the RS switches should stay in nav mode. That's the issue that I had before, but now works alright. Yes, Melbourne is now midnight where I live. Well, 14 minutes past midnight. Pilot sim, it's currently 11:11 AM. So it's only 11 AM. Fair enough. I thought it was over there. 11 past 11 on 24th. So far, I think we're doing pretty well. Aircraft's performing excellently. No issues with the flight dynamics. I'll give the constraints intent a go. Again, the other problem I had with this aircraft last time was that when you were descending, it would descend at about a rate of 4,000 feet per minute at about 10 degrees down. So that always causes problems to passengers. The one thing I have noticed trying out the A321 is that it doesn't slow down very well. As soon as you activate the descent, aircraft will no longer slow down. I'm using spoilers for dear life to keep things going slowly. So, touch wood, I don't have too many problems with that, but it's something I'm well aware of that I may need to kick into life on the flying. I could activate dome lights if I really wanted to. I'm more in the cabin, so I look more in the cockpit, but not really much to look at apart from cockpits. So I'll leave that off for now. Otherwise, yeah, so far looking so good. One thing we haven't done yet is the passengers list. Let's just on board. Any names we recognise, let's have a quick look on boards. If that was only Aidan Pierce, that would have been the old, everyone's favourite vigilante from Watch Dogs 8. Let's have a look. Anyone on board we recognise? Let's have a look. Nope, nobody I recognise personally on boards. Nobody that I know from our final Christmas flights. Nope, nobody today. There you go, Fort Lauderdale's installed. So hopefully, what I'm now going to do is force Volanta to autosave. Just add next autosave, it should be in about 10 minutes. Whoops, okay, we'll do that now before we contact sensor. Right, so save a flight, saving flight, load of flights, let the sim reset. And if this works without any problems, then Volanta, honestly, you are the best tool in the world. And if this works with scenery loaded, then you have no idea how happy I will be. Okay. Okay, not quite as smooth as I thought it would be. Okay, right. Not quite as smooth as I thought it would be. Right. KFLL. Won't take me too long to reset the FMS. Cost index was. Hang on. Contact tower very shortly. I need to redo this. Cost index of 5. Level 350. Right, next waypoint we are inbound to France. And France on the Uniform Golf 765 to Maxim. That's the flight plan complete. Cruise with 35, and just get back onto what we're doing before. Okay, wasn't quite as smooth as I hoped, but we've not lost anything out. Aircraft's flying without any problems. Right, take it from there. Could be worse. Could be worse. 1-1. Good evening. Havana Center. This is JetBlue 1796 at flight level 350 inbound MOV.
JetBlue 1796 radar contact, sir. Welcome to Havana Center. Continue as file. Maintain flight level 350. Fly directly to Maxim.
Continue flight level 350 and directs to Maxine for JetBlue 1796.
Conviasa 139, Havana Center.
Right, direct to Maxine. So transition could have gone a bit smoother, but for a first time attempt at something, I can't really fault it, can I?
Alto Caribbean 1210 Heavy, se encuentra usted en contacto radar, bienvenido a Havana Centro, continúa usted según ruta plan, haciendo y mantenga a nivel de vuelo sin restricción, 310, directo al BO Watt Uniform Charlie Lima.
Yavers, how are you doing? I'm alright, dude. Been enjoying the stream so far? Yeah, I'm not too bad myself. So far, so good. Flight's going swimmingly. In the UK, it's 17 last night, so watching the stream, love you video tomorrow going to the UK. Very nice, Levi. Do enjoy it. Dimitri, happy holidays. Favorite island of all time in the United States. JetBlue all the way. Very good.
American 420 radar contact 0.
Calamities don't crash. Didn't crash, but hopefully it's all loaded without any problems this time. And again, touch wood, scenery, we've loaded as well with that. Could have gone smoother, could have gone horribly wrong. Absolutely right, Charlie. Not me. Normally it does go horribly wrong for me, but on this occasion it's been pretty smooth. So I'm expecting runway 10 left arrival. So plug the expected arrival. We'll just change it as per the requirement of ATC. That'll be ILS 10 left on the Beer 1 arrival. Inbound, so no guys, that's fine. Insert that. And then we'll just input
Conviasa 129, si le es factible, mantenga usted nivel de vuelo 320.
Yeah, Maxim into Lhasa Canara, we'll just skip.
Perfecto, gracias.
Brings down to Fort Lauderdale, too many problems. Radio wise, 110.1, course 0. Check course for Lauderdale.
Inbound.
So Lauderdale, open charts.
Speed bear 4, heavy radar contact 0, welcome to Havana Center, continue
so
up
110.1, course speed 096.
Maintain flight level 5080.
096 course. That fails. F096. Okay, fair enough, no course, we'll just wing it then. So, second thing that's issued as aircraft, the ILS course doesn't seem to set properly. Could be worse. There's always the INAV option as well. If we can't get the ILS to work, we'll just stick on the INAV instead.
Mexicana 126 contact Miami Center 126.325.
Oop, Flood Director, good shout. That hasn't reset either. We're getting there, we're getting there. Yeah, definitely in the right place. Right, let's carry on. Yeah, so I use the annual subscription for Navigraph Fairlights. It is slightly cheaper annually, but you are paying a bigger sum in one lump. I don't know, I've got no issues with it. Generally works without too many problems for me. Ground the co-pilot. Well, the co-pilot was, which I'm not using at the moment because it's not working, but I'm using voice attack with HTS Aviator for the co-pilot, and for the ground, the pushback, I'm using PushbackZoomer for ground. So PushbackZoomer, which I used earlier, which works fine, that's the ground pushback, and it's voice attack with HTS Aviator, which I'm using for the co-pilot. I need to fix that at some point. It's an issue with my voice detection, which I need to force Windows to redo, so I'll have to fix that soon. I do enjoy football, yes, Cell Boss. I'm a Chelsea fan myself. Been an interesting couple of weeks with our squad running at very weak numbers, but could be worse. It certainly could be worse. That's Havana to our right hand sides. Capital Cuba. And home with so many exotic cars, it's almost unbelievable. Thank you, import vans for so many years. Flew a few people in your Discord into Long Year Ben earlier. Well, I some approach with buggers, you're having visually. Jesus, that's a bit of a fight, dude. Where'd you start at? Where'd you start at? Sunny, Australia. Welcome, Sunny. How you doing, Australia? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I can imagine that living in the Southern Hemisphere at Christmas can be a bit of a hassle because you'll have all these songs about Christmas being snowy and cold and icy and all that, You live in... Yeah, webcam's another thing that's been really bad for me recently. I don't know why I can't fix it. But yeah, you live in the southern hemisphere, live like Australia and New Zealand. It's always sunny and warm and clear. It's like, come on, forget the southern hemisphere exists. What Australian Christmas going to be like? It's always sunny, it's always happy. I don't know. Alright, very shortly we'll be sent over to Miami Centre and we'll work on our approach and descent. Welcome around from Ireland. Welcome channel, on the chat, how are you today?
JetBlue 1874, contact Miami Center 126.325. Merry Christmas, Captain.
Oh, I like this controller. Not us, looking to. I like this controller. Joe, we're going to hit PK 005 Manchester Landlord to standby. We'll see, Levi, we'll see. Mardy, welcome everybody. Welcome Mardy, how you doing? Welcome channel, it's chats. You can see the chrono resets. That's 9 minutes. What a shame. What a shame. Let me just reset IVAO 2 seconds. I reset the sim. Usually it's good to also reset IVAO. It's also my Squawk 6501. It's usually just good practice to reset that, so it will cycle and smooth as well.
Center, Kilo Yankee 007.
Kilo Yankee 007, Miami, Havana Center, go ahead.
I went from Drumsort, absolutely fun to give it a go. Functioning aeroplane, really nice though. Tempting to fly again at -21, gosh, interesting planning on touchdown. So what, Drumsort long year then. It's worth a shout. Definitely worth a shout. No, I'm not going to take in real life, Drawyah. I'd love to go to Mexico and explore the cities down there someday, but I'm afraid the answer at the moment is no, not where I've been to. There's a Concorde also, they're taking us as well. Concorde flying at altitudes 50,000 feet, gosh. Look up, try to put some flashing lights maybe. In front of us now. Yeah, a bit out of range for us, I'm afraid. Yeah, fair play Concorde. I'm expecting to transition over to Miami Centre now. Resets tracking link. Ooh, hang on, we've gone there. Directs to Lols and skip Canoa. That makes more sense. I don't recommend either 777, Levi. They're both from Captain Sim and they're absolute wastes of money. Get none of them. If you must get a decent payway jetliner, get yourself the Aerosoft CRJ. Avoid the 73 Max, avoid the Captain Sim. Not good options, I'm afraid. It's difficult to get FlyByWire in an aircraft, not particularly FS Aviation. I've not done anything particularly massive. I've just loaded in and gone from there really. Nothing special, download the aircraft, all works no problem. Right, very shortly we'll be heading over Key West. Soon talking about our descent into Lauderdale. Yeah, Concorde going 1,119 knots ground speeds. They'll be up at Mach. Yeah, Mach 0.2 at the moment. So yeah, Afterburner's active, they're going to shoot right ahead. At current speeds, 6 minutes to arrival, we're going on 20 on our end. JetBlue 1796 Havana radar.
JetBlue 1796, please contact Miami Center, 126.325.
126.325, JetBlue 1796. Thank you very much, take care, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Captain. Volaris 783, contact Miami Center.
Good evening, Miami Center. This is JetBlue 1796, inbound to Laws of flight level 350.
JetBlue 1796, good afternoon, radar contact level 350. There for the maximum, one question to the Drawyah, one arrival maximum transition, expect ILS 10 right.
JetBlue 1796 is cleared on the Via 1 arrival on maximum transition, runway 10 right.
Correct.
Cool, so that's what I had on paper. That's all set up. No, it's not. Engines runway 0 arrivals, ILS 10 right. Via 1 position. No buyers, and then we'll just stick on the directs to where we're going to next, which is Laos.
Please confirm JetBlue 1874, we are still on runway
11775, that's confirmed, that's the correct.
JetBlue 1874, I guess you can also, we'll also use runway 10 right, but there is somewhere for the confirmation from Miami approach.
Yeah, 11775, that's fine. So I'll just localize it for that later on.
We'll wait for confirmation from Miami approach.
Let's get our forms out for the approach as well. So let's pop open the ATIS information for Fort Lauderdale. Right. QNH is 3013. Temperature outside is 22 degrees centigrade, gosh, 22 degrees centigrade, dew point 07, magnitude and winds currently reporting 0 to 06 knots. Transition altitude 18,000 feet. Barometer 264. Left long been in the airport requests, IOTA in the Yankee Romeo. Cheers, dude. I'll add that to the list. I'm sure we can try and do that before New Year's actually, given that's still quite a wintry airport to fly to, so I'll add that to the list for certain. Cheers, dude. Always appreciated. Hopefully we should just level off at Grec. Yeah, you're learning airplane. You're not perfect, but you're damn well learning. Why is the Aero Cycle and Sim Brief different to Microsoft Flight Sim? Depends which one's up to date. Microsoft Flight Sim does update Aero Cycles, but it updates any WAD updates. There's, sorry, I was just at the airport 2 seconds ago. That's Key West down below. Key West. So Aero Cycle and Flight Sim updates with every WAD update. Aero Cycle in Sim Brief uploads. Sorry, Sim Brief and with Navigraph updates every single update. So you need to make sure you're using the correct data for both.
JetBlue 1874, maintain 1,000 feet.
I hope one day you can have Christmas #1 singing about Jared Reed's title log. That's a classic. It'll always be a classic on the channel. Jared Reed. And again, Those who know Joe Reed will always be the OGs on this channel. Descend maintain 16,000, altimeter 3013 for JetBlue 2096. Right, let's give descent a go, shall we? Hopefully, it won't cause any problems for us. Come on, A321, I know you don't like descending. It's damn well doing it. Altimeter 1013. Honestly, the A321, I know how it's, or why it's doing so well now, but genuinely, it's absolutely superb now. A few minor issues, a few minor hiccups, but honestly, it's running so smooth, it's unbelievable.
Direct canoa and second flight level, please, in your Charlie Victor Delta.
Yeah, be careful, check top of descent. Well, ATC give us top descent, Mardy, so as long as we're on ATC comms, we should be okay. KDA 3900 we can do, Noah. Have got the flight factor 350, something I should probably fly again more often. How to get it to work, as I've explained a few times to people on Metro, download the GitHub version with the MegaPack and the FlyByWire dev version, and it works. So yeah, passage specified in about 8 minutes. I'm going to stick a delay of 20 minutes due to traffic. It wasn't really traffic, it was more of a... yeah, I was thinking for traffic. Okay, do Atlanta to Haneda. Maybe one day, Noah. Maybe one day. I'll get rid actually. Atlanta to Haneda. Atlanta Airport I don't fly to too often. I mean, actually, I will say, probably one of the reasons why this version works, the A321, is that the GitHub release of the A321 has... what do you call it? The GitHub release is kind of open source and free for anyone to edit and add to, so potentially someone's added capability to the A321, and as a result, that's why it now works. Can't say for sure, but that's something that FlyByWire were very much working to achieve to allow the aircraft to work smooth without any problems. The A350-1000, I'm afraid, Levi. Not an aircraft I have anymore. Yes, I'm sure I have got it, it's just somewhere in one of my backup folders, but I need to try and find it. Why don't you look at the backlights? Because you don't need it, bloody. You're not supposed to use the dome lights when you're in the air. You're not supposed to use these because it's a glare issue, the cockpits, which partly needs full visibility for. And yes, that's it really. It's a glare issue. Cancun, it's in Mexico. Did you find out it's a Google search?
Contacting Miami Center, Mexican 16, Miami approach Mexican 16.
Miami Center, good evening, American 420, flight level 270, passing over Maxim.
McCann, 420, good afternoon, Trader contact below 370 lane maximum, FlyByWire one arrival, for Lauderdale when we can.
You're alright, Charlie. Be careful when you say anything good about the A321. When I start praising it, it does go all tits up from there, so yeah, you are right. Yes, Hollywood's in California, but did you know there's more than one Hollywood and planets? There's more than one, a lot of places.
via 1 arrival for Lauderdale, report for descent, American 420.
We're from KLM, we're from the UK.
1874, condition 0.5.
And I'm looking at the aircraft in front of us.
Contact me on the approach on 105 JetBlue 1874.
They're at 15,000, so they're a lot lower than us. So that means we're descending.
Polaris 783 ready for descent.
No, or they're not descending well enough, or they've descended way too much. Okay, the aircraft in front of them, the Mexicana. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we're at
16,230 Polaris 783.
Where are we? Hang on. So we're at 24,000. They're at 15,000. They're at 16,000. Based on the colour of the line, we're about the same descent profile as the A319 in front. Same, no, don't send different profile as that, so it really depends on who the aircraft's flying, really. We'll see. We need to increase our descent, we can increase our descent. They're also on the same concept profile as us. So maybe the 80 is just staggering the approaches in as well, makes life easier for everyone as well. Volanta, Melbourne, it's a flight logging and tracker. And my all-time, well, slowly becoming one of my all-time favourite add-ons of Flight Sim. Does a fantastic job what it does. Okay, passing to 20,000. We'll activate the seatbelt sign now, get passengers back to their seats. And start soon thinking about the landing setup for the aircraft. We've already set our approach, that's fine. We've already set the altimeter as per the request of ATC, and that levels off at 16,000 feet. Flight's not difficult to learn, Transport Simmer. Does take a bit of practice, does take a bit of trial and error, but it's not the worst thing to learn in the world. Keep at it, dude. Check out some tutorials I've done, as well as some of the other tutorials on YouTube as well. And you'll get there. Also, built-in tutorials as well, which is pretty good for your basic learning to fly. It's passing through 18,000 feet now. Any source to recommend? I mean, Volanta flight tracking certainly. Free aircraft, download the FlyByWire A32NX, fantastic aeroplane, doesn't cost you a penny. Otherwise, just kind of have a feel around Flight Sim 2. A lot of stuff on there, usually really good to download. You remember seeing the cockpit 737NX plane?
JetBlue 1796, indicate the speed please.
JetBlue 1096, Mach decimal 58.
Give me the indicated please, the indicated speed.
Indicated is 285. Correction, 295.
Copy that. Reduce speed to 5 knots indicated.
Reduce speed to 25 knots indicated, JetBlue 1796.
Correct. Contact Miami approach 20.5 here.
Contacts Miami on 120.5 for JetBlue 696. Thank you, take care, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Right, Miami approach. Good evening, Miami approach. JetBlue 796 at flight level at 16,000 inbound Hawkeye.
JetBlue 1796 Miami approach, expect 10 right, descend via the arrival, Miami altimeter 3014.
JetBlue 796, expect runway 10 right, and descend via the arrival, expect runway altimeter 3014. Right, let's grab the arrival charts again, make sure I'm not going too far off. I feel like I'm a bit on the high side there, but we'll confirm that now. Yes, we are going to be at 8,000 now. Can we hold? Yeah, implemented, is it? No, okay, right, I'm going to hold it. Hold the backs. I'm going to perform a bit of a hold now. Can't really hold as such in the FlyByWire because it's not implemented yet, but we can always work it out the other way around. Increase center rate as well, slightly. And as soon as we get it down to 8,000 feet, which is what's filed for the approach, we'll keep. And then we'll continue the approach into Lauderdale. So we are on the high end, but it's nothing we can't fix without too many problems.
JetBlue 1796, intention.
1796, just holding over hold key to get ourselves down to 8,000 and continue descent on the approach as filed.
JetBlue 1796, exit the hold and fly heading 030.
No problem, exit the hold 030 for JetBlue 1796.
And JetBlue 1796, fly heading 030, descend maintain 6,000.
Heading 030 and descend maintain at 6,000 for JetBlue 1796. Thank you, ATC.
Mexicana 126 at the bunker.
Don't use bats myself on a grouse on Friday, that's not a video I can really do anything on. As for delivery manager, discontinued, so nothing that exists anymore.
Bunker cleared. Let's approach one.
Riley, it's been a while, man. I'm back. Happy Christmas Eve, Drawyah, and everyone's in the UK. Cheers, dude. You too, dude. You too. How are you doing? Watch channel. On to chats. 321, so far so good, Beards. Aircraft's not performing too badly for me. It's working quite smooth, actually.
Polaris 783, Miami approach. Expect 10 left. For traffic station.
Merry Christmas, Peter Lad Florida. You too, Randy. Merry Christmas to you too.
Second runway 10 west, turn left heading 030 and descend 7,000 Polaris 73.
JetBlue 1796, do you have the waypoint bunker? Bravo Uniform November Kilo Romeo bunker.
Let's confirm that. Sorry, can you say that again? Sorry, for JetBlue 1796.
JetBlue 1796, do you have the waypoint bunker?
That is a Walker, Bravo Uniform Lima Kilo Alpha.
Altitude 1796 Bunker, Bravo Uniform November Kilo Romeo, Bravo Uniform November Kilo Romeo.
Bunker. A firm, we have the waypoint Bunker, JetBlue 1796.
JetBlue 1796, thank you. Proceed direct Bunker, cross Bunker at 5000.
Proceed direct to Bunker, cross Bunker at 5000, JetBlue 1796. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. Speed down to 230 knots. Traffic on the left there.
Confirm status 10 right. We'll confirm in a couple of seconds.
220. Let's use flaps for us down as well.
Thank you. JetBlue 1874, reduce speed to 10 knots. Loaded at altimeter 3014 at Bunker, clear ILS approach 10 right.
Reduce speed to 210 knots and at Bunker cleared ILS runway 10 right, JetBlue 1874.
Mexican 126, fully established ILS 10 right. Mexican 126, contact Lauderdale Tower 119.3.
Flaps.
119.3, thank you and good night. Take care.
Miami approach, good evening, American 422 with you, 16,000.
JetBlue tail colours back again.
American 420, Miami approach, good evening, expect 10 right, descend via the Bahia 1 arrival, Miami altimeter 3014.
Yeah, we should be able to cross at 5,000 now. That's no problems. It's
Bahia 1 arrival, runway 10 right, American 420.
Cheers, Riley. Thanks for kind words. I'm sure I have a grand Christmas. I'm working today, tomorrow, whenever later on. Christmas Day, should have a nice dinner. God bless the elf as well. I'll be alright.
0977, 6,000 board estimated.
As always, appreciate the support, appreciate the chats. You guys, as ever, are fantastic. Always appreciated, Riley. Always appreciated. Chat rate always drops every so often out of Geek. It's not a massive fuss. Still a high chat rate than you get in your streams. I work in railways. Does it? I work in railways. I do customer service, train dispatching, gate line. I'm everything at a station, basically. I do everything and anything. Start work. Now altimeter 3013 for JetBlue 1796.
And JetBlue 1796, say your indicated airspeed.
Indicated airspeed 220 knots.
Confirm 220.
AFM 220, JetBlue 1796.
Thank you.
1:30 today, 13:30 PM. I'll start work. So I've got a little while to go.
Polaris 783 to right, heading 0905. This is better maintain.
Yeah, Porsche is coming to view very soon.
Join the localizer 10 left.
Might even be over there. Thank you very much to Airbus, my sponsor. Thank you very much, dudes. Welcome to the economy class. Welcome aboard. Turn right at the entrance. Take your seats. Sit back, relax, enjoy your flight, dudes.
1874, contact Lauderdale Tower 1930.
Contact Lauderdale Tower on 119.3. Thank you, goodbye, and Merry Christmas.
Christmas gift, cheers dude, always appreciated, always appreciated.
420, what is your next waypoint?
Bravo Hotel India Alpha's network point for American Air 42.
Go 1390 coming tomorrow, Danny, very nice. Good luck, do enjoy it, good luck. Hopefully it's a little more of a stress-free transition than I had, which I had a system completely fell on me when I was transitioning across, but all worked out in the end. All works out. Looks very good in my opinion. Yes, Avicant, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat.
1996, reduce the speed to 10 knots to 10.
Is that us? I'll let him square again. He said 1996.
Well, at 783, you are 5 miles from Holly, maintain 3000 until the traffic on the localizer, clear ILS approach 10.
Just 190, I think that's what he said.
3000 on to South 05, for the ILS runway 10 left for 73.
JetBlue 1796, name.
JetBlue 1796, go ahead.
JetBlue 1796, reduce the speed 190 knots.
Reduce speed 190 knots, JetBlue 1796.
And JetBlue 1796, traffic information, it was 320 at your 10 o'clock, 6 miles, 3000, ILS 10 left.
Traffic A320 at 6 miles till 10 o'clock for 10 left, JetBlue 1796. Yeah, could be parallel landing at this rate. Okay, not quite parallel landing, they are slightly in ahead of us. There's a Volaris coming in now on the 10 left, coming in 10 right. They're established for 10 right, JetBlue 874, so they're in front of us. You never know, could get quite close. We'll keep an eye out for the... There you go. That's where they are. Yes, finished pilots. That's the other thing I had to do. The works on the base livery, not for other liveries. So I have had to. So whenever I fly 321, I now have to replace the livery of defaults for it to all work properly. So yes, this is now the default livery JetBlue, which I've copied and pasted on top. That's the one issue it has. I'm sure to cover that in my tutorial. Unfortunately, there's no fix for it. You just have to stick with replacing liveries if you want to fly it. Bit of a hassle, but it's the only way to get it to work. So when we get to this next waypoint, I'll get it direct into Desert going.
JetBlue 1796 at bunker, clear ILS approach 10 right.
At bunker, clear ILS approach 10 right for JetBlue 1796. So the ILS intercept 4000 will work out from there.
Volaris 783, contact Lauderdale Tower, 119.380 in the parallel 10 right.
119.3 for Volaris 783, Merry Christmas.
There you go, connected to the localizer. The altitude will come into play. If not, we'll send manually. Some 20 miles.
JetBlue 1796, contact Lauderdale Tower 193, Airbus 320 in the parallel 10 left.
Contact Lauderdale Tower on 11943 for JetBlue 796. Thank you very much, take care, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, take care, bye-bye.
Come on, 321. Don't give up on me just yet. It's giving up with the aircraft, but we're going to fight for it. There's the runway. Good evening, Lauderdale Tower, JetBlue 796 on runway 10 right established.
JetBlue 1796 for Lauderdale Tower, good day, sir. Following Airbus A321, your number 2, winds are 024, curtain 024 runway 10 right, third left.
Following the 321 on final, we are number 2 and cleared to land runway 10 right, JetBlue 796. I'm missing keys through the system, not wrong. Reduce the minimum approach speed to JetBlue 796. Get down. That's for maximum. Speed reduced to minimum approach. So minimum approach speed, well, actually the approach phase. VREF 145, landing speed 140. So base on 140 then. Well, hopefully for this span we'll get ourselves a decent bit of scenery at Fort Lauderdale. As we're now established from runway 10 right, coming in now for the final. I must say, so far, this aircraft's been doing pretty good for us, the A321. It's not really failed on us, it's run pretty smooth for the most parts. Yeah, overall, really can't fault it. It's done a solid job for us. Some shaky moments, which I've had to get things very smoothly for, but no, overall it's done a fine job for us, so fair play 21, you've done a decent job. Not perfect, but nothing bad to fuss about. There's always going to be a bit of a shaky flight. The all-important touchdown later on. Right, there's the outer marker alarm. Sadly, no dual pilot capability there, so no auto lands. Autopilot's off, I'm in control. Let's do this, shall we? Plenty of visibility, runways in sights. Slight crosswind of 11 knots.
Flyer 780, welcoming for Lauderdale, ground 47.
Contact ground, Flyer 783.
Thousand. Cabin check. Brakes set. Spoilers armed. Yeah, down 3 greens. We have land clearance. Pre-land checks complete. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
500. 400. 300. 300. 100 above.
Lauderdale Tower, good evening. American 420, establish and localizer for runway 10 right.
Minimum.
American 420, Lauderdale Tower, good day. Number 2 following Airbus A321, wind 0173, runway 10 right, clear land.
50, 40, 30.
10 right, clear for land, American 420.
5.
Versus sets. $100 knots. 80 knots. 6 knots reverses cuts. Exit runway, just to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. The local time is 8:07 p.m. and it's currently about 68
Goes down, that's up.
JetBlue 1796, thanks for coming, Drawyah, ground point 7.
Contact ground on 121.7 for JetBlue 796. Thank you very much, take care, and Merry Christmas.
You too.
Hello there, Lauderdale Grounds, JetBlue 796, requesting taxis to the stand.
JetBlue 1796, Fort Lauderdale Ground, very good evening. Taxi Terminal 4 via Juliet, Hotel 5, and Tango 8.
Taxi to Terminal 4 via Juliet, Hotel 5, and Tango 8 for JetBlue 796. Thank you very much. Right, let's grab the old ground charts up. Taxiing to Terminal 5 today. Hotel 5 and Tango 8. Cool. Minus 11 wasn't the best landing in the world, but hey ho, it was smooth at least. And yeah, the scenery hasn't loaded. I don't know, it looks like it tried to load, but it just failed, because it's definitely better than...
1796, please hold short of November. Give way to Volaris aircraft passing from left to right.
Hold short on November, or give way to traffic, left to right. JetBlue 696. Hold short.
And JetBlue 1874 on block.
Yeah.
JetBlue 1874, change to advisory frequency is approved. Thank you for flying to Fort Lauderdale today, and Merry Christmas, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, this other scenery tried to load, but it hasn't quite done it entirely, so it's improved, but not great.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to you as well.
Certainly ground texture is improved, and defaults. There's Volaris, wishing good flights.
1796, you can now proceed to your gate. Thank you.
JetBlue 696 now continue taxi. I do long hauls, Johnny. Yes, next long haul will be on New Year's Eve. Next long haul, New Year's Eve.
Lauderdale ground. Command 213 number 1611709. We're going to pick up our flight. We're going to Mission Golf. We're going to Melbourne.
Starts.
709er. Please stand by your clearance one request. Number 1.
No, no up. Don't think I'll do San Francisco to Aspen. The more you copy and paste and spam it, the less I'm going to do it.
From Volanta 73 on gate, next time.
Thank you, sir. See you.
I see the ground crew is actually available here, so we may even get the guy the ones. Where's the plan? Yes, yes we do.
.709er, are you ready to copy your clearance?
No, go ahead.
709er, you're cleared to Melbourne via Lauderdale 8 departure. Palm Beach transition, then
engines off.
Fit, exit maintain
Seatbelt sign off, don't lights on.
Expect altitude 150, 5 minutes after departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. The time right now is approximately 8:45 with the low temperature right now at 71 degrees Fahrenheit. We thank you for JetBlue. We hope you enjoyed your travel for us today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, this time doors across check please. Merry Christmas everyone.
King number 61709 is cleared to Melbourne via the ARC 8 departure. Columbia 37 hit 4000, expect 150, 5 minutes after. Departure 120.5, request 3644.
So turn off the taxi lights. You went down the PACX, that causes conflicts with the, what do you call it? The replay. JetBlue 796, now at stand, so we just have to show continue climb. Thank you very much, take care, and Merry Christmas, bye bye.
JetBlue 1796, change to advisory frequency is approved. Thank you for your flight, and have a great day. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Alright, so there we go, Merry Christmas from the tower. Yeah, so, let me finish recording the replay. Only a single screenshot on the flight today, given that we were a little bit, well, it's only dark outside, so not really much in the way of actual screenshots to take on this trip. But hey, it wasn't a bad trip overall. Some minor kind of blobs here and there where he kind of had to record the aircraft, but it wasn't terrible by any means. We landed at Fort Lauderdale, no issues, no dramas, no problems today, so can't really fault it there. Passengers are disembarking now, so they'll be leaving the aircraft momentarily. We can force end the flights now, so B6 796, A321, Cancun to Fort Lauderdale, 1 hour 22 minute flight time, planned departure 23:30, departed 14 minutes late, actually a bit late on that, planned arrival 105, arrived at 107, 196 passengers, satisfaction 97%, and rating 149. So, yeah, it's a flight full of delays I'm afraid, although I believe this flight in real life has got delays. In fact, I think Google actually warns you about delays on this flight. Let me just confirm that. I'm sure this is the one that Google's like in big red letters, this flight's often delayed. Let me have a double check. I'm sure this is the one. So if you go to the flights, JetBlue. There you go. often delayed by 30 minutes. It gives you a big warning in red letters that the flight's often late. So if we're late by 15, I think we'll take that today. Right, so that's from IVAO. Thank you for the ATC. Yeah, I guess what's left for us to do is look at the replay one last time. So, A321 into Fort Lauderdale. Let's take ourselves on the short final. There's no native passenger view, so we're going to have to make do with a slightly wonky drone cam. Don't sink, hang on. That's where you can kill that. That's by silencing the alarms. There you go. Let's see if I can do this wing view thing again. It's not perfect, but if you want a wing view, it's kind of as good as you're going to get. Stick it in drone cam, and then just position the camera where you want it. Yeah, the replay will catch up with the flaps animation as well. Cool, right, landing view into Fort Lauderdale. Cancun was great, Umbrella. We used scenery there, the freeway scenery plus Level 2 for it, which looks pretty good. Shame the tower had issue with their voice in the end, but for the most part, everything else is kicking to life there, so it wasn't terrible. Things slowly came back to life in the end there afterwards. Final in. Pretty smooth touch out for the -11, so Cabrera, thank you very much for the $49 there, thank you very much. Thanks for the stream. Sadly scenery didn't load. Next time do Lauderdale to is that Toncontin? Yeah, that's Toncontin. Great to new approach. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely try and do that at some point, because you are right, shame the scenery didn't quite load, so it would only be fair to do it again at some point soon. So we'll add that to the list before the end of the year. We'll do that. We'll do that. So flight into Toncontin from Lauderdale. So add that to the list. We'll add a flight into Longyearbyen as well. See if we can get that one up and running. Yeah, there's about a few flights for the year. Don't worry, guys. Stream is not over just yet. Right, landing from the right hand side. Go from in front of the wing view this time. Gonna go after the stream and watch your other videos. Yeah, no worries, Riley. Always appreciate the kind words, always appreciate the support. Thanks for that, Drawyah. Always looking forward to the next one. Hope you Longyearbyen. Have a good evening. Thanks to you for Saturday. Merry Christmas. See you too, dude. Have a Merry Christmas. Okay, short final into Fort Lauderdale. Very quite far away. Don't see that too often in America. You too, AvGeek. You have a Merry Christmas. Felipe, you're inspiration to all of us. Oh, always appreciated. There's your touchdown. Boom. Right, let's do tail view. These of these I know always work. 321, given the length of the aeroplane, tail views was quite fun in this one. We'll do landing gear view, then we'll do runway view, and then we'll bring this stream to an end. It's only 1:30, not super late. Landing that was like watching a katana taking a melon. Yes, so this is smooth. That too smooth officially, but no, nice and smooth. Not bad that, not bad at all. You too, Riley. You have a good time too, dude. Merry Christmas. Let's do our nose get view cam. So this is the one that's a bit fiddly to find. There we go. I don't know when it finds the runway view, but there just needs to be a runway view now. That came out of nowhere. So short funneling over the airport boundary, onto the runway thresholds. I think we just touch down just beyond touchdown marker, not too far beyond it. Still within the zones. Yeah, nice and smooth. That's probably helps everyone slightly downwards pitching runway as well. Usually makes things a bit smoother. Alright, so one more view from the runway side. Let's grab the drone cam and stop following. Bring the aircraft up about 500 feet. Still ourselves somewhere line side. Smooth as butter. That's the one, Palit. Smooth as butter. Right. And Extreme Riley, probably unboxing day for this plan. Probably unboxing day. Also, got the orange glow landing lights there. Proper old halogens, that. Orange glow, as opposed to white. Also realised on the runway there. Hey, not a bad landing. Not a bad landing. So, yeah, a little bit side wind, but not too bad. That was what, a 9 knot crosswind? Not terrible by any means. Yeah, so that brings us to the end of our flights from Cancun to Fort Lauderdale. And that brings us to the end of our final IVAO Christmas event, the Christmas Crossfire, hosted by IVAO North and South America. Yeah, so next stream will likely be on Boxing Day, if all goes to plan. I doubt I'll stream today, Christmas Eve, because I've got work now, so I'm off to bed, wake up, get ready for work, go go home, go to bed, Christmas Day. That's how it normally goes. For those of you who are getting Microsoft Flight Sim for Christmas, then I wish you luck with the platform. It's a little while to install, but definitely worth it. You'll enjoy it. And for the jetliners, I do recommend tutorials as well, which are on YouTube as well to upload and showcase stats. Other than that, guys, once again, you've all been fantastic. Thank you very much to the members, donations, the lots. As ever, you are all fantastic. You too, Pascal. Merry Christmas to you. Wish you all the best. You too, Fairlight. You too, Philippe. That's that for now brings us to the end of our stream today. So thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, guys. Merry Christmas, God bless, and I'll see you all soon for some more Flight Sim action. Take care, and have a good night. Bye bye.